Hey, thanks for watching the Livestream Lounge on day 2 of BevNet Live, Winter 2017. I'm Ray Latif. Thank you so much to our sponsors for the Livestream, AFS, Sovereign Flavors, and Ingredion. And we are so lucky to have from Ingredion, Afrouz Naeini, who's the Senior Marketing Manager for the company. Thanks so much for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, what is Ingredion?
So Ingredion is a Fortune 500 company. We're a specialty ingredients company, global. We have 11,000 employees across the world. And we pride ourselves essentially with the innovative portfolio of specialty ingredients we have. We also have a network of 25 idea labs across the globe. And essentially, we have experts in different applications that work very closely with our customers across the globe to make them essentially stay ahead of the competition wherever they are.
How long has the company been in business?
It's been in business for a very long time, actually. So if you look at the history of the company, it goes back over 100 years. However, the interesting thing is the entrepreneurial spirit that is within the company. In fact, our CEO just won the 2017 Entrepreneur Award for 2017.
Wow, okay. So, we have a lot of early stage companies here. We have mid-stage companies, we have large stage companies. How do you work with each one of those sized companies on their innovation strategies?
Sure. So as a global company, as I mentioned, we get in touch and work closely with companies across the sizes. Now what happens, and it's a new thing with our company, is for a company the size of Ingredion, it's very new and novel to work with small, medium-sized companies the same way that we work with the global leaders.
Right.
We just launched an emerging business platform where we work with companies smaller than 25 million. And we partner with them essentially to enable them to differentiate and win in their marketplaces as well.
So what are some of the emerging ingredients, what are some of the emerging trends that you're seeing in beverage that you are helping beverage companies sort of find their path, find their way with?
Sure. So as mentioned multiple times, as a global company, we work very closely to understand the consumer trends and interests.
Right.
We never sell directly to consumers, but we work very closely to understand them. One of the recent studies that we did to understand the trends basically showed us that consumers in US and Canada are looking for cleaner, simpler labels, more transparency. Think about non-GMO ingredients. Think about shorter labels that they can recognize the ingredients on. The second trend that we're seeing very strong in North America is sugar reduction. And essentially our portfolio is in a great position to help our customers reduce sugar. We have the latest 95% pure Reb stevia leaf sweetener through our partnership with Sweden. And this essentially helps a lot of the beverage companies cut back on higher levels of sugar without concerns of taste or bitterness. We also have a wide portfolio of proteins, pulses, texturizers, sweeteners that are also non-GMO. And again, an applications team that works closely with the companies to make sure they win.
You mentioned two interesting things. You mentioned sugar reduction and protein. In the sugar reduction realm, what are some of the things that you're doing to bring that sugar count down on labels?
Sure. So our stevia portfolio is one. So we have a range of Reb A ingredients, Reb A stevia leaf sweeteners, also Reb M and Reb D, which are 95% pure from the stevia leaf. We also have a wide portfolio of polyols, and we have soluble fibers that help with sugar reduction. On the other hand, with our portfolio of texturizers, so hydrocolloids, hydrocolors and starches, emulsifiers, and ingredients that help with further sugar reduction, we're always in a great position to help cover sugar reduction from a holistic approach.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I interrupted you. I was really interested about protein. Protein seems to be one of those things, protein and coffee, I just see all over this event. And plant-based protein is one of those things. It's a hot ingredient. People want to work with it, but there's a lot of challenges in working with it. What are some of the ways that Ingredion is helping companies to work with plant-based proteins?
Sure. So we have a wide portfolio of plant-based proteins as well. They're all pulse-based. Within that portfolio, we have clean taste pulses, which are cleaner in taste. Some of the challenges with plant-based proteins come from the taste perspective. And again, our beverage application experts work with our customers to make sure that those clean tasting proteins that they use are in fact working to their benefit, and they can pretty much harness the power of innovation within that space.
Definitely. In terms of other functional ingredients that your customers, your clients are asking for, what seems to be at the top of the list? What's rising to the top?
Definitely clean and simple labels and non-GM ingredients. So non-GM sweeteners, texturizers, flours, proteins, we carry all of those. Essentially, we also have vegetable and fruit concentrates, which are clean label, and as I mentioned, the pulses as well.
You've been here for a couple of days at BevNet Live. I mean, it's really amazing. We've got 200 early stage or 200 brands, period, in unique beverage brands, some early stage, some large. What are you learning from this event that's helping you guys to better understand what these folks need?
Absolutely. So the first point of interest for me is validating a lot of the trends that we're seeing in reports and doing with our consumers. It's great to see the products and the bottles here, essentially validating those interests that we had found out. Some of the key trends that I'm seeing are definitely a move towards cleaner sugar reduction solutions, let's call it. So I'm seeing a lot of monk fruit, a lot of stevia, and essentially that's an interesting point for me as a beverage marketer, because I see that our stevia portfolio is greatly positioned to address that. Protein is the second one that you mentioned. It's across the board in all the beverages that I can see, and therefore there's definitely an opportunity for our pulse proteins here.
One of the other things that we see a lot of here are sponsors. We see a lot of folks that are suppliers that are coming to this event and talking about, their ingredients and how their products are differentiated from others. How do you see Ingredion as standing out from the competition?
Definitely. So our global footprint is one. Our strong team in North America is the other, and our ever-expanding portfolio of specialty ingredients. As I mentioned, we have across the board from stevia sweeteners, pulses, fibers, proteins, fruit and vegetable concentrates. These are all in a great position to help us partner with customers. And I would add to that the emerging business platform that I mentioned, which is essentially uniquely designed to partner with small and medium companies to help with their challenges.
Yeah, excuse me. The other thing you mentioned was fibers, too. We have some folks actually coming up on the lounge to speak about their protein and fiber-infused water. And I wanted to get your take on fiber and its importance in the future of beverage.
Absolutely. So fiber is a trend that's going to continue to grow. More and more consumers are sharing their interest to increase their intake of fiber during the day. What beverage companies are in a unique challenge for is having fibers that are soluble and are also tolerable, and they don't impact the taste of the beverage. So our Nutriflora fiber is one that would essentially help with that. It also has a little bit of a clean taste and a sweet afternote that helps with sugar reduction as well. So I see a unique opportunity for new and novel fibers that would fit in that space to make sure that beverage companies are actually able to use them.
Outstanding. Well, Afrouz, thank you so much for sharing more information about Ingredion. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.